Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Adam from GHL Mastery. In today's video, we're going to be covering absolutely everything that you need to know about the HighLevel platform and domains specifically. There's a ton of places that you need to know where to put those domains when you're setting up accounts, as well as what they're used for. So we're going to walk you through this one step by step. And as always, guys, if you find this video helpful, a subscribe, a like goes a long way in getting other people to see these videos so that we can help everybody in the GHL community learn how to best leverage this system. So with that being said, we're going to cover domains. Let's dive in. All right, guys, so I'm going to go through this kind of step by step, top to bottom, and cover every single domain that you need to be aware of and what it does, as well as where's the corresponding domain in the agency account level, because every single domain that you have in here is going to have a corresponding domain at the agency level that's going to be the default for all of your sub accounts. So I just created this. This is actually another one of my businesses, and so we're going to set this up right now. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to start with the branded domain right here. But before I actually create this domain and show you how to add it, I'm going to show you what the default domain is for the branded domain. So the branded domain is actually the domain that's going to be used in your calendar links, which I have this open right here to show you that exact thing right here. Let's go to this one right here. There we go. So by default, when you create a calendar, it is going to use the agency link domain or the agency API domain, which if you go into your agency settings, you're going to have your API domain set right here. If you do not have this set or white labeled to your agency, this is going to use the link.messagesender.com domain, which you really don't want to have, because if you're ever sending trigger links inside emails or any of those types of things, it's going to get blacklisted right away. So you want to make sure that you change the API domain to your own white labeled version of it. Now, this domain at the API level or the agency level is going to be the default link domain for all sub accounts when they get created. And so what we're actually going to do here now is we are going to replace that, and we're going to replace it with a branded domain. And I want to show you kind of one more time here that the calendar setup right here is using the default agency domain of link.nurturebox.com, which is our white label version of HighLevel. So we're going to go in here and we're going to go link dot, and we're going to put the company's website in here. Now, obviously, this goes without saying, in order to do all of this stuff for your clients, you do need access to their DNS records. So whether that's hosted on GoDaddy, Cloudflare, domain.com, whatever it is, you need access to those things in order to get this set up for your clients. So now that we've got this part here right now, if you have admin access to your client's DNS records, you can literally just click continue. It's going to go and it's going to log into GoDaddy or whatever other account that owns this domain, and it'll automatically add the records for you. But in this particular use case, I actually don't have admin access to this, but I do have delegate access in GoDaddy. So I'm going to show you guys how to set this up manually. Obviously, if you have connection points and admin access, this will happen automatically, but we're going to do it manually for now. So we're going to go add record manually, and here we need to create a CNAME record with the host being link, and then where we're going to send it to, which is the brand.ludicrous craziness, all the fun stuff. So we're going to go into the stewardly domain here, and we're going to go manage the DNS. We are going to add a record, a CNAME record, not an A record. There we go. And we're going to type in link here. We're going to go paste brand.ludicrous.cloud and hit save. So we're going to update the DNS records here. Perfect. DNS records set up successfully. Now we can go here and verify records. And guys, if this takes a little bit of time, do not panic. Sometimes it takes a little bit more than the 30 seconds, but it generally will go through once you've added those domain records to the DNS. So we'll sit here and wait for just a second for this to get verified. All right, verification worked. We're just going to go down here. We're going to update information. Now, what exactly did that change? Well, I've showed you once before, but now let's go here. We're going to refresh this page, and we're going to get a new calendar link. The other thing that this is going to work with is your payment links. So if you send pay links to people, we're going to click share. So now we've got a new URL for our calendar widgets that are branded to the client. Payment links work. I don't know if trigger links work just yet in 2024, but I'm sure that that is coming. But any other links that you're sending are going to be now using this new branded domain link from the business profile right here. So that is domain number 1 is going to be your branded domains that you want to set up. Now, domain number 2, we're just going to work our way down the list here, is going to be under email services. Okay, now by default, when a sub account gets created, this is going to be using your agency mailing domain, which is over here. We've got, actually I think I got it on this tab right here. So over here at the agency level, we've set up a default domain for our system called lc.nurturebox.com. So whenever a sub account gets created, that is going to be the default emailing service that is going to be used. But now we want to change this to be branded, and you want to change this to be branded so that your clients' emails don't end up in spam. And it's really, really important when you do this that you use a branded domain that your clients are logging in with so that it all matches when they're sending emails. So we're going to go ahead and create a dedicated domain. We are going to create m.stewardlee.com, and we're going to go add and verify. Now, again, same thing. If you've got admin access to their DNS, you can hit continue, and this will automatically add all the records that you need to add. But for this particular use case, we are going to do this manually so that you guys get used to it. Here's all the different records that we need to add. So we're going to go and we're going to start with a TXT record. And let me go like this and move this side by side so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing one at a time here. So we're going to go add new record. We're going to do a TXT record like so. We're going to copy the host. We're going to paste it in here. And we're going to copy the required value and we're going to paste it in here. And we'll hit save. So now we're going to do the second TXT record. We're going to click add record. And this will work the same in pretty much any system that you're doing. So we're just going to add M, and then we're going to copy the SPF right here. And we're going to hit paste and hit save. And now I'm just gonna fly through the rest of these because it's all the same. So here we go. All right, so we're going to do priority 10 for the MX records that we're going to do. Now, if you're using Google domains, this works slightly differently where you can add an additional value for your MXA, MXB. But in this case, for GoDaddy and Cloudflare, they work basically the same way. So we're going to add the MXA record, and then we're going to come in here and we're going to add the MXB for the MX. And again, the priority is going to be 10. M.10 and MXB is next. Click save. All right, so there's all of our email records set up. So we're going to click on verify records. Now this one in particular typically takes a lot more time. And hey, we've got a new one that we can add here, which is the DMARC, which is really, really important. So let's go and add the DMARC as a TXT record as well. Underscore DMARC, and we're going to copy the rest of this value and we're going to plug it in here and hit done. Now dmarc.m, what I just did is I set the DMARC for this specific subdomain of m.stewardlee.com. You also probably want to have a DMARC record that is just DMARC for your root domain as well. So let's go and see if these have been verified. There we go. So they have been verified. Now we're just going to be waiting for the SSL. This means that our emailing domain is now basically ready to rock and roll, and it is ready to go for this system. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the last place, which is domains. And this is where you're going to set up domains for funnels, websites, and all that other stuff. And again, this part's super, super simple. We're just going to go and we're going to add a subdomain of this. So let's just go, I'm just going to do like s.stewardlee. No, you guys could do www. You guys can do funnels. You guys can do whatever type of dot you want to create the subdomain. I'm just going to create a super simple one, and we're going to go add record manually. And again, we're just going to come over here, add new record. It's a CNAME record. We're going to do s dot, and then we're going to do the sites.ludicrous craziness right here. Click save. And there you have it. We're going to verify the record here. Going to take a few seconds. And then once this record is added, now we can add this to our domains and our funnels. In this particular account, we don't currently have a funnel yet, but I do want to show you something that's really, really important when trying to set the root domain to go to a specific page. So once this gets verified, I will show you guys exactly how to do that as well. So in this section right here, where you have link with domain or funnel, if I had a funnel in here, I would click on the funnel that I want to link it to. And then I would also then click on the page of the funnel that I want the root of this domain to go to. Now, the difference here is that every page of your funnel has the s.stewardly.com/home, but I want people to just go to s.stewardly.com and end up on the home page. So that's what this section right here is going to actually do for you, is it's going to set the root of whatever domain you've added to go to that specific website or homepage for this account. So there you have it, guys. That is everything that you need to know about setting up domains inside HighLevel as of 2024. I'm sure that there's going to be new ones coming down the pipe as they always add more and more features. And again, guys, if you got through this entire video, I want to say thank you, and a like and a subscribe really goes a long, long way. And with that being said, we will see you in the next one. Take care.